Hi, Shelley from Clear Visions Life Coaching. If you want to reach me, it's www.clearvisionslifecoaching.co.uk, and the email is coach@clearvisionslifecoaching.co.uk, and I would love to hear from you. So I've been doing this series of videos, and I want to talk about willpower, and the fact that how often have you heard people say to you, just don't have 4 drinks, have 2 drinks, or put water in between having an alcoholic drink, so therefore you don't get as drunk. Add soda to your drink. How many times in the morning have you woken up saying, I'm not having a drink today, only to find that by 6 o'clock in the evening you're absolutely beside yourself, knowing that you have to go and get that drink. You have to. There's no choice. And even if you manage a day, 2 days, a week, 3 weeks, 2 months, 6 months, whatever, you then start again and you find yourself right back to where you were before, drinking as heavily as you were, if not worse. And in my case, that's how it was. I would stop, and maybe I'd say, right, I'm not drinking during the week. And I found that by the weekend, I made up for all of my drinking during the week. If I actually drank every day, then I managed to drink less at the weekend. But, if I was able to use my willpower and not drink through the week, then yeah, I really made up for it. The problem is willpower gets you nowhere, and I think that could cause argument as well, because people could say, I've stopped for a month, I've stopped for 2 months. Some people, I've stopped for 10 years. The problem is, if you're an alcoholic, even if you've stopped for 10 years, when you start again, you start with a vengeance. And there are people, and if you did your research on Google or just read up on it and looked at stories, just for an example, there was a man I read about that was drinking heavily when he was young, but he decided that he was going to focus on his career. And he did so. He did that. He really concentrated on his career, and he was very successful. And he did this for sort of 20, 30 years. And he came to his 60s and he retired, and he decided, right, okay, now I can drink. And within 9 months, he was dead. He thought he could control it because he had been sober for that long. He had used his willpower for that long. So he thought, it's obvious I can control it. And he couldn't. He died. Now, this is scary. This is really scary, that we think that we have control. And once again, I apologise, I'm using we, that's very presumptuous. I thought I could control it. Every single time I was able to abstain from drinking for a certain amount of time, I reinforced my denial that I was in control. And every single time I started drinking again, I drank even worse than I did the last time. So it comes to being honest once again. In so many of the videos that I've done, it talks about honesty and being honest, not with other people, because ultimately it's you that you have to be honest with. And it's you that has to somehow dig down really deep and find the courage to be honest with yourself and say, do you know what, I can't do this anymore. Because that's what I had to do. I had to look very, very, very long and hard at what I was doing, how I was doing it, and the effect it was having on me. And I could not control my alcohol. I could not replace 3 drinks of alcohol with 1 water in between. I couldn't put soda in my drink, because you know what happened when I put soda in my drink? I had more drinks to get the same effect. I didn't drink because I was having a civilized drink. I was drinking for the wrong reasons, and that was to numb every single bit of feeling that I ever had, and I was trying to run away. Willpower got me nowhere, and I had to ask the question, you know, can I control this or not? And I had to be honest, and I had to say, no, I can't. So what do? Do you carry on trying desperately to control it, and the days you're not having a drink, you cannot stop thinking about it? Your whole day, your whole week, if that's what you've decided you're going to abstain, is thoughts of drinking. When can I have the next drink? I can't wait for the weekend. Your life is just, it revolves around obsessing about drinking and when you're going to have it. And then it gets to the point of hiding drinks. You know, if you've promised people that you're not going to drink, maybe your husband, your wife, your partner, your children, your mother, your father, you've said, I'm not going to drink, and they're watching you. You know they're watching you. So what do you start doing? You start hiding the drinks. You start buying drinks on your way home from work or school. Let's not generalise here. And you drink it in the car, and you throw it in the bin on the way home. You have mouthwash, mouth spray, toothpaste, so that the people that are near you, that are caring about you, that love you dearly, don't find out. Who are you fooling? Just get in touch with anybody. You know, if anything I say is ringing any bells in your head, and all you want to do is talk through your options, discuss where you're at, dip your toe in the water. You know, what is it going to take from you and your life if you give an hour of your life to talk about what is actually going on in your head? It's not going to take much, is it? So, you know, I am so happy to be sober. I'm actually shivering, because I'm in recovery. I'm not empty anymore. I'm not obsessing about alcohol anymore. I'm not using my willpower to do anything anymore, apart from get up and go for a run. But if you want to be free, be honest. That's it. So I would love to hear from you, and set yourself free. That's it. So I will go, and my details are in the description of the movie, or like I say, www.clearvisionslifecoaching.co.uk. You can find my contact details there, and also if you want to read a little bit more about me, that is brilliant. Okay, you take care. Bye bye.